Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. How you guys doing? Welcome to the video today. Deliana, a brand new free legendary champion. All you have to do is log in 7 days in a row to get this limited time free champion. I say limited time free champion because you can actually pull her from shards after the event is over, but go ahead and log in and claim your champion today. Is she worth it? How good is she? If she is, in terms of your legendary books, your valuable resources to max her out, right? So let's take a look at this champion here. I just unlocked her a few hours ago, have had a chance to playtest her, and I have to say, out the gate, she's better than people are giving her credit for, getting a little bit of shade thrown at her, right? But yours truly, I'm going to try to make the case why she can actually benefit a lot of you guys watching right now in today's video, and even some endgame players as well. I think that the rap so far on this champion is Deliana. Yeah, she's kind of like a cool progression, early game champion. Again, I think that she's more than that. I think she's early game, mid game, and even some viable end game use cases in the arena on a go second team or for Hydra Clan Boss. So let's take a quick look at her. First of all, aesthetically, she's looking really good. By the way, I'm not even going to edit this video. I'm just going to put it out to you, the universe. So sorry for all for the lack of the memes and for not cleaning up my speech apparently. So anyway, Deliana, she looks really cool. Aesthetically, I like the whole motif they got going on over here. The shaved head as well. I like it, man. I like Deliana. I like your style, right? So she looks good. Skills. On her A1, it's an AoE attack. So an AoE attack, it does all right damage. She can put out some decent damage, talking like Syl the Drake's type damage if you build her with 100% crit rate and low crit damage. So on the A1, guys, she has an AoE with the leech. 60% chance at landing, 65 if you pick up the sniper mastery. Not a bad ability. And AoE on the A1 with leech is like built-in lifesteal to some extent for your team. A very, very powerful and strong support A1 here. On the Withering score on her A2, attack one enemy, 3-turn cooldown, place decreased resistance for 2 turns, and then has a debuff spread. Any enemy under block buffs is going to take that decreased resistance vis-a-vis the spread on the A2 as well. Particularly useful in Spider. You can go ahead and obviously place that decreased resistance on all enemies after the block buffs, which is on her A3, and then that's going to help your team, getting your cold heart enough crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. It's going to help you with that accuracy threshold to have decreased resistance, especially on progression Spider, right? On the A3, know your place, 4-turn cooldown. We have block buffs for 2 turns, 100% when booked. Heals all allies 5% of their max HP for each block buffs debuff placed by this skill. Really, really good again for Spider. Really good when there's multiple enemies alive, Hydra Clan Boss. And then fills this champion's turn meter by 10% for each block buffs resisted or blocked by the enemy team. Really kind of cool to have that in addition to her kit. So the passive, Magnificent. Increases champion's accuracy by 2 for every 1,000 HP this champion has. What a great ability. It allows us to get away with putting a non-accuracy banner on this champion. Fantastic. I really, really love that. It's a strong passive effect on a great passive. Furthermore, the active effect, which is valid every 4 turns, places a strengthened buff on all allies for 2 turns every time this champion's HP drops below 50%. I know this is pretty obvious to most of you guys, but I have gotten a few comments. The passive effect is not on a cooldown, right? It's only the active effect that is on that 4-turn cooldown. So really, really cool ability. This is kind of like the Seeker increased defense passive or the Kyoku increased defense passive, which excites me about the idea of having one of those champions increase defense passive with her on a go second arena team, which we're going to go ahead and try in today's video. So the aura is HP in all battles by 33%. Masteries, I went with a stun build on this champion. A CC crowd control champion, 2 AoE attacks, 1 on a 4-turn cooldown, 1 on the A1 as well. I think stun is going to be a really, really great set to consider for most of you guys. Again, helping with control and faction wars anywhere in progression in the dungeons in this game. So if you do want to go with a stun set, you can go down and pick up Fearsome Presence, right? So that's going to bring that stun from the artifact set from an 18 to a 23% chance at landing. We also have the counterattack, Retribution, and Deterrence Masteries because, heck, we want to counterattack with that strong AoE and land more leeches as well on that A1. I say strong. Her damage is not out of this world, but it's kind of like Syl the Drake's-esque damage, right? She can put out some decent numbers if you have her with 100% crit rate and, you know, decent crit damage, nothing crazy. I don't even have a crit damage amulet on her in today's video. I have HP because remember, HP also increases her accuracy, so we want to prioritize that stat. Master Hexer, chanced at extending the debuff cast by this champion. Of course, she's bringing leech, she's bringing decreased resistance, and block buff. So a lot of debuffs with this champion. We also picked up some HP and some lay on hands. Keep in mind she does have that heal as well on that A3 ability based on your ally's max HP. If it was based on her max HP, boy, would that be really, really cool. Now, if you're not building here for stun with Fearsome Presence, there's nothing wrong with going with War Master from the offense tree as well. Get some extra damage. I would just kind of hug the left-hand side of the offensive tree. So again, we did put her in a stun set and a speed set. Take a look at her total stats really quickly here. We have 100, 100. Hey, not too bad on crit rate and crit damage. We're trying to build her fast, so I'm really prioritizing HP and speed primarily on this champion, and I threw crit rate gauntlets on her as well. A little bit of defense doesn't hurt either. A little bit of extra accuracy as well is all great. So we have on the gauntlets here again, crit rate, as I mentioned. I'm looking for speed substats, a little bit of defense, HP percentage on the chest, and then I have speed boots, of course, on this champion, and then again, you can see the rest of the artifacts. Just looking for some accuracy, some speed, some HP defensive stats, because she's kind of like she's a support kind of tank. Now, as I mentioned, guys, nothing wrong with going crit damage on the amulet. I happen to go HP. I did go with a resistance banner with the speed substats again and HP on the ring. Resistance banner is going to be great, especially for tanking on Spider 20, which is going to be a really viable option. Just build to resist, she'll resist the poisons, and you're going to be good to go. Keep the team alive. So anyway, guys, and by the way, lifesteal not a bad option if you do want her to tank instead of the stun set on Spider 20 specifically. So here she is. Let's go ahead and try her out here, guys. First, I want to use her with the other kind of limited edition login reward, whatever you want to call them, champions. And again, she's not, I guess, by the truest sense of the word, limited edition. So we have Deliana in the lead. We have Ninja, Alexander, Seer, and Mausoleum Mage. It's funny, I was watching actually Layla Fox's stream today. She had Deadwood Jedi and Dark Microtransaction on the channel, and Deadwood, I think, was talking, and he's like, dude, is there a champion out there more OP just in the entire game than Seer? And I tend to agree. I just don't say it too often here on the channel because I don't want Playtest to hear that too often, because I don't want to see her get a nerf either, because selfishly, I actually use her a lot to save a lot of time, right? And I imagine everybody who has Seer probably feels the same way. Yes, she is the most OP champion, but let's not say it. Let's not talk about it. It's our kind of inside secret. All right, so earmuffs off, Plarium. You can continue watching about the new free champion that you just gave us as part of your marketing ploy. All right, so anyway, guys, we're here almost to the Ice Golem, and we haven't even spoken one word about Deliana. Here it is. Okay, she leads off with the A3 there. You can see block buffs on both of the minions and, of course, the Ice Golem as well. This is Ice Golem 25. He does hit very, very hard, but again, we have the right affinities, so she's a nice kind of sturdy presence on the team. She's tough to kill. She's not going to die, right? So here we go, guys. You can see she puts out decent damage. I mean, nothing crazy, but considering she has that AoE on the A1 and again the A3, it just does add up. And keep in mind, we don't have War Master on her, so this is all just going to be her own sheer damage. And you can see the debuff spread, right? It went on the minion and it went on the Ice Golem as well, because they were both, of course, under block buffs, or yes. So here we go, guys. 90 seconds in. We lose a couple of them. Of course, we don't lose Deliana. But we need to have Ninja. Let's see if this team can pull it up. Alexander, man. People hate on Alexander. Do any of you guys like that dude? Be real with me. I know there's some fans out there. I see you guys in the comments. I'm not a hater of him. I think he can help a lot of players out. Similar to Deliana, I'm just actually like Deliana a lot more than Alexander the sharpshooter, because I feel like she has more versatility, right? You know, a mediocre debuffer who does mediocre damage in Alexander is cool. You can see Ninja, you know, 5 times the damage. Deliana actually with more damage than Alexander, right? So he's only bringing, you know, decrease defense to the table. You can help out a lot of kind of newer players, though, and progression players. Nothing wrong with that. But Deliana, there's just so much more there. And again, 450,000 on the heals there. So very, very impressive overall. Just adding a little bit of everything to the team. And I love block buffs. What I want to do, guys, is go... I'm not going to show you the whole battle because I don't have a team all ready to go. Actually, I'll assemble one really, really quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I just put this kind of... crummy team together here on Spider 20. The point is to show you that she can make a great Spider tank for you guys. We have Kaimar, 2 Cold Hearts, Royal Guard, and we're going to count on Royal Guard to be our debuffer here, and he is. So basically, she's going to be able to, as long as you throw that resist banner on her, I'm resisting most of these poisons here. Could stand for it to be a little bit higher. She will take one here or there, but she's really robust. She's going to buy you enough time, hopefully, for the rest of your team to DPS down the Spider as such. So let's go ahead and go to the arena before I leave you guys. And by the way, I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight, man. Any good recommendations? I know you ask you guys from time to time. TV recommendations, movies. I love documentaries. Let me know in the comments below. We have Kyoku on the team. She has a passive. Every time this champion is hit with a critical hit, heals all allies by 15% of their max HP, and then places an increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. Seeker has a similar one, not this good though. Boy, is this an insane ability. Kyoku is really the queen of tanks in this game. You guys, if you have Kyoku, congratulations. She's a beast. She's a beast champion, man. Magnar's our nuker, and Vogoth is going to be our healer, obviously. Great synergy here, because again, on this passive, we have the strengthen. So the strengthen and the increased defense and the heals. So if their HP does drop that low, we get the buffs, and then Vogoth heals them right back up. A really cool kind of triad of champion combination, and then HP Magnar in there just to deal some damage. So let's go ahead and play some arena battles and see how it goes here, guys. This is a fun team, man. Like, really cool to use her in the arena on a team like this, you know? So it's going to take a while, obviously, to go second team, and the beginning's never going to look great. But again, the beauty of this champion here, guys, is that she has block buffs, right, on that A3. So what that's going to do is, even if you get resisted, she's going to get a turn meter fill, right? That's going to help negate, you know, those longer, annoying battles, especially if you're going to use her in tag team arena on offense. On a go second team, though, it's going to make these battles a little bit shorter because it's going to block out all those buffs of the Duchess and the Siphi. Probably not the first time unless you have, you know, enough speed, but as the match goes on. So anyway, here we go in the next one. And I just think that this is a really fun and cool. I mean, the only downside, though, we'll find a Trunda team, like a really strong Trunda team. If there's a Magic Affinity Nuker, we're kind of screwed a little bit, right? I mean, we have 3 Spirit Affinity going against Candrafon like we did last turn. That's not a big deal, right? We're actually really well prepared in a situation like that. But going against like a really OP Trunda, we might wipe. I don't think she could wipe us all, but, you know, we might lose Magnar at the very least. So we'll kind of test things out here. We'll find a variety of different teams to face in the arena. To end this video off, it is a playtest after all. So we have a Ray here. Let's go ahead now. Really strong team. Magic Affinity Nuker. Let's see how we do. They are going to win the speed race as well, I would imagine, with Arbiter in the lead, and they do. So here it comes. A big Ray. There's our debuffs, and here comes the big nuke. Oh. Okay, well, that didn't hurt at all. That was fine. Okay, what were we worried about, man? I will say, though, if I had to be critical of the team, right? It does feel like I might be better off just taking Magnar out, right? Taking him out and putting just kind of a, you know, another, I don't know, like Wither or something like that. Another AoE champion or a, I don't know, Geomancer, something crazy like that. We do lose this one, though, unfortunately. So I would kind of be on the lookout for the Magic Affinity Nukers there. What I want to do is, I don't cut losses, obviously, here on the channel, guys. All right, guys, so before I let you go, one more team here, and between now and 10 seconds ago for you guys, I just had to run out of my house. There was a big accident right outside of my house, so I ran out there, saw if everybody's okay. They were, but one of the cars looks totaled. And I forgot, I just kept everything running, so I forgot exactly what I was talking about. But it was something in the arena, I know that, and the thought occurred to me, forget the triad, we could go with the quadrad, or the quadrant, or whatever the word is, because we could put Sandlash Survivor on this team as kind of a defensive, just all-out defense. Ally Protect for 2 turns on allies when any ally's HP drops below 50%, so another passive. So all 4 passive synergy, we're going to see how the team does here. We're going to see how. It's kind of fun. Again, kind of an annoying defensive team you guys could experiment with. So let's see how we can go here against Solus and Brogni and Arbiter. Oh my, Astralon as well. Let me know what you guys think of this champion, by the way. Again, I'm not here to overhype her, but I am here to say that, you know, don't believe the biggest haters. Are probably super endgame players who already have a half a dozen or a dozen block buffs champions, or champions with this kind of overall versatility. Again, that AoE leech on the A1. So I think she's going to actually help a lot of you guys out. And you can see that stun actually working in the arena, right? Not too bad. It actually probably saved us in this match. We'll see. There's still a long way to go here. It's going to be a long fight, obviously, and you know, maybe I'll even cut to the end of it, right? But again, that's what a defensive team's all about. Half of the battle is just getting people to prevent attacking you, or preventing people from attacking you. That way, you know, you're avoiding defensive losses at the same time. People don't want to deal with a team like this. You know what? I'm not going to cut. I'm just going to go all the way till the end. So yeah, guys, I want to hear from you guys. I think that she is pretty cool champion. Actually, let's take it off auto, and let's see if we can kill Arbiter maybe with this A1 here. No, I mean, it wasn't, it's not like crazy damage, but it's not bad damage either. You know, that A1 attack, 10k or so in the arena. And keep in mind, I could easily throw a crit damage, and she killed Astralon as well. Not too bad, not too bad. I could throw a crit damage amulet on her as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, or week, or day, or whenever you guys are watching this video in the future. I appreciate you guys. I do upload Raid Shadow Legends here. Try to do it every day. Try to do it 7 days a week, so I appreciate you guys if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hey, if you like the content. If you don't, well, thanks for watching this one video at least. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, take care, guys.